The check was for $218 million. Not a win. Another runner-up finish. Scottie Scheffler's third in a row. He finished 6 shots behind Cameron Young at the Cadillac Championship. He lost in a playoff at the RBC Heritage. He came up 1 shot short at the Masters. A month of failures by his standards. But when the numbers were added up, the golf world exploded. Scottie Scheffler just became only the 3rd player in PGA Tour history to surpass $110 million in official career earnings. Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, and now Scottie Scheffler, at 29 years old. And that is not even the shocking part. What happened next has left fans stunned. A revelation about his swing, a warning from a former Ryder Cup captain, and a question that could define the rest of his career. This is Golfio. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell. The scene was Trump National Doral's famous Blue Monster course. Sunday, May 3, 2026. The final round of the $20 million Cadillac Championship was supposed to be a battle. Instead, it was a statement. Cameron Young shot a wire-to-wire 19 under par, beating the world number 1 by 6 shots. Young's $3.6 million winner's check was well-deserved. But the story that emerged from Doral was not about the winner. It was about the man who finished second. Again. Scottie Scheffler shot a final round 68. He birdied 3 of his last 4 holes. He did everything he could. But it was not enough. The world number 1 walked off the 18th green with his 3rd consecutive runner-up finish. At the Masters, he finished 1 shot behind Rory McIlroy and earned $2.43 million. At the RBC Heritage, he lost in a playoff to Matt Fitzpatrick. At Doral, he finished 6 shots behind Young. 3 tournaments, 3 second-place finishes, 0 wins, but here is the number that matters. After Doral, the PGA Tour's accountants added up Scheffler's career earnings. The total, $110,039,566. He had just become only the 3rd player in the history of the PGA Tour to surpass $110 million in official career earnings. The only names ahead of him? Tiger Woods, $120.9 million, and Rory McIlroy, $114.6 million. Legends, icons, and now Scottie Scheffler. The milestone is staggering for a player who turned professional just 6 years ago. In 2026 alone, Scheffler has already banked over $7 million in on-course earnings, including his season-opening win at the American Express, $756 million. His runner-up checks at the Masters, $2.43 million, RBC Heritage, $2.16 million, and Cadillac Championship, $2.18 million, have pushed his career total into historic territory. But the numbers tell only part of the story. The other part is what golf insiders are calling a crisis. A crisis of expectations. A crisis of execution. A crisis that could define whether Scheffler becomes one of the greatest of all time or just another great player who could not close. Former Ryder Cup captain Paul McGinley was in the Sky Sports studio during the final round at Doral. When asked why Scheffler has struggled to get over the line in his last 3 events, McGinley did not hold back. Scheffler is coming out of the wreaths. Blocks slow, McGinley said. We talk about how great this player is, and we haven't seen this consistency since Tiger Woods. Yet he seems to come out of the blocks slow all the time. McGinley pointed to the numbers. Scheffler shot 71 in the first round at Doral. Cameron Young shot 64. That was the tournament right there, McGinley said. At the Masters, Scheffler was 12 shots behind Rory McIlroy after the first round. He made a furious comeback, but still lost by 1. The pattern is unmistakable, and McGinley believes it is fixable, but only if Scheffler addresses it immediately. The statistics are alarming for a player of Scheffler's caliber. Aside from his opening round 63 at the American Express in January, Scheffler has broken 70 only once in the first rounds of the 9 tournaments he has played this year. That is not a typo. 1 time in 9 events, Compare that to last season, when the world number one broke 70 in 16 of the 20 opening rounds he played. The decline is significant, and it is costing him tournaments. Brandel Chambly, The Golf Channel. Analyst suggested back in April that something is off with Scheffler's swing. Unrecognizable, Chambly said, of Scheffler's swing this season compared to previous years. Interestingly, Scheffler insists that he is happy with his game right now. And it is hard to argue against that when he has 3 consecutive runner-up finishes to his name. But something is causing him issues. He has never looked as animated on the golf course as he has at times this season. The swing issues are not just about mechanics. They are about confidence, about trust, about the ability to perform under pressure when the expectations are higher than ever. Scheffler has won 20 PGA Tour titles and 4 majors before turning 30 tours, joining Tiger Woods and Jack Nicklaus as the only players to achieve that feat. But winning 4 majors is not the same as winning 6 or 8 or 10. And if Scheffler cannot fix his first-round struggles, he may never add to his collection. The world number one addressed his Doral performance in typical Scottie Scheffler fashion, straightforward, with no frills. "I felt like I couldn't really get anything going," he said. "I was hitting it decent enough. Just putts were going kind of around the hole. Tough to get a lot of momentum. I hit it pretty nice to start. Just didn't hold the putts I needed to." Despite the first-round struggles, despite the 3 consecutive runner-up finishes, despite the swing concerns raised by analysts, Scottie Scheffler has already positioned himself as one of the most financially successful golfers in history. His net worth is currently estimated between $110 million and $120 million. His endorsement portfolio, featuring Nike, TaylorMade, and Rolex, reportedly brings in an additional $30 million annually. He is just 29 years old, and he is on track to surpass Tiger Woods as the career earnings leader within the next few years, depending on how the Saudi-funded LIV golf situation shakes out. The PGA Tour career earnings list is a who's who of golf royalty. Tiger Woods, $120,999, 1.1662. Rory McIlroy, $114,676,400. Scottie Scheffler, $110,039,564. Phil Mickelson, $96,27,968.85. Justin Rose, $77,73,420. Scheffler is just $10 million behind Woods, and with signature event purses now regularly exceeding $20 million, he could close that gap within a single season if he continues his current form. But the man himself is not focused on the money. He is focused on the majors. "Go home tonight, hopefully, and get ready for the PGA," Scheffler said after Doral. "A lot of positives. Some stuff I can clean up. But overall, definitely some positives from the last few weeks." The major championship season continues. The PGA Championship at Aronimink Golf Club in Pennsylvania is next. Scheffler is the defending champion. The golf world will be watching to see whether he can break his runner-up streak and add a 5th major to his resume. So what happens next? The $110 million milestone is impressive. But for Scottie Scheffler, the question is not about money. It is about legacy. Let me break down 3 possibilities for the rest of his season. Possibility 1. He fixes the first-round problem. Paul McGinley believes this is the key. If Scheffler can start tournaments the way he finishes them, firing 65s and 66 instead of 71s and 72s, he will be virtually unbeatable. His final round scoring average is among the best in Tour history. He just needs to bring that same energy from Thursday morning. Possibility 2. He is in a slump, and it will pass. Even the greatest players go through stretches where the putts do not drop and the breaks do not go their way. Scheffler's 3 runner-up finishes could simply be a statistical anomaly, a stretch of bad luck. If he keeps putting himself in position, the wins will come. The fact that he finished second at 3 straight events is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of consistency. Possibility 3. There is something deeper wrong. Brandel Chambly's unrecognizable comment suggests that some insiders believe Scheffler's swing has changed in ways that are hurting his performance. If that is the case, the fix is not mental, it is mechanical. And mechanical fixes take time. Scheffler may be in for a longer struggle than anyone anticipated. My final take is this. Scottie Scheffler just hit $110 million in career earnings. He became only the third player in PGA Tour history to reach that mark. He is 29 years old. He has 4 majors. He has 20 tour wins. He is, by any measure, one of the greatest golfers of his generation. But the golf world is not celebrating. It is asking questions. Why can't he close? What is wrong with his swing? Is he entering a slump? Those questions are not fair, but they are real. And Scottie Scheffler is the only one who can answer them. This is Golfio. If you made it to the end of this video, you care about the real stories behind the game. Subscribe to this channel for more deep dives into the moments that matter. And leave a comment below. Will Scheffler get back to winning, or is this runner-up streak a sign of something deeper? I will see you in the next video. For more coverage in golf, subscribe and hit the notification bell.